Welcome to African Tales. Today we will talk about King Jaja of Opobo, who was a renowned Nigerian merchant king and statesman born around 1821 in the Niger Delta region. He began life as a slave, sold into servitude at a young age, but his intelligence, determination, and business acumen allowed him to rise to prominence in the Bani Kingdom. Jaja eventually became the head of the Anna Pepple House, one of the most powerful merchant houses in Bani, and later founded the Kingdom of Opobo in 1869 after a power struggle. He strategically positioned Opobo as a dominant force in the palm oil trade, directly engaging with European merchants, thereby bypassing intermediaries and maximizing profits for his people. Jaja was known for his diplomatic skills and tenacity in protecting the economic interests of his new kingdom, effectively monopolizing the palm oil trade in the region. His actions led to tensions with British colonial powers who were eager to control trade in the Niger Delta. Despite their pressure, he steadfastly maintained Opobo's independence and economic autonomy. King Jaja was a master negotiator who built alliances, controlled his kingdom's trade routes, and resisted colonial taxation and imposition. His success made him a symbol of African resilience and enterprise during an era of intense European expansion in Africa. Let us get started. In the heart of the Niger Delta, a boy was born to humble beginnings. His name was Juboga, but the world would come to know him by another name, King Jaja of Opobo. Though born into bondage, Jaja's destiny could not be chained. In the booming palm oil trade of Bani, he saw an opportunity, a chance to rise above the tides of history. With power came enemies. The politics of Bani became treacherous, and Jaja knew his people needed a new beginning. In 1869, he led them to the banks of the Opobo River, and there a kingdom was born. Opobo's success was a thorn in the side of the British Empire. They saw not a kingdom, but a colony waiting to be seized. But Jaja would not be swayed by their promises or threats. In 1887, Jaja was lured aboard a British warship with promises of diplomacy. But the men who smiled in his presence had already plotted his downfall. In exile, far from the rivers of the Niger Delta, Jaja's body may have been bound, but his spirit was not broken. His people still cried out for their king, and his story was far from over. Jaja of Opobo's story did not end with his death. His legacy lives on in the hearts of his people and in the annals of history, as a king who defied an empire and fought for the freedom of his land. His name echoes through the ages, a symbol of resilience, defiance, and the unbreakable will of a people.